Hey guys, it's Samantha from the Entertainment Sideshow podcast, here with an exclusive offer from our sponsor, Nellie's Wicks and Bricks. Gamers, listen up. You spend hours grinding, raiding, and leveling up, but when's the last time you upgraded yourself? If your stats and hygiene need a buff, we've got the ultimate power-up for you, Nellie's Wicks and Bricks. They craft handmade, all-natural bath, body, skin, and hair care because smelling like an old loot chest isn't a flex. Whether you're slaying dragons or just chilling in voice chat, their plant-based ingredients and essential oils keep you feeling fresh. And here's the kicker, they're made in Tombstone, Arizona. That's right, the town too tough to die. We've got beard bombs, soap bars, shampoo bars, lotion bars, wax melts, everything you need to feel like a legend IRL. And because we know you love a good deal, use our exclusive code at checkout for 10% off your first order at nellieswicksandbricks.com. So quit smelling like a respawn timer. Level up with Nellie's Wicks and Bricks. Go to nellieswicksandbricks.com now and use our discount code ENTERTAIN10 for 10% off, and your party will thank you.
Finally, it's been a while.
Where have you guys been? We've been looking for you.
Where have you been?
Where have you been? Where have you
Ronald Weasley, where have you been? It's our fault.
Well, it's not my fault. Not my fault.
I think it was partially both of our faults.
Yes.
Shit came up on both of our ends, so it is.
100%.
What it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's new with everybody? Let's hear it. I can't hear it.
No, we can't.
Without saying anything. Why don't you say anything?
Rude.
Put it in the comments below.
Boo.
That landed perfectly. That was good. Good job. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
impressed.
So, anyway,
Anyways,
we're back.
so we have some news to tell you, and so if you want to know the news, go watch the videos. Yeah. All right. Goodbye. No. So.
I was like, wait a minute. I felt like I was correct.
So let's hear what's new with you first.
Me?
You want me to go first?
I think I'd rather have you go first, just
Okay.
because I feel like mine might be a little long.
Alright, that's perfect. So I got a tattoo on Friday the 13th. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. It's a sad face with a heart. You can't really see it probably. Yeah.
It is there. That's
Well,
cool.
It's there. It's there. I published a few books. I
Mm.
released a book about cheese facts.
Cheese facts?
Yes. About like the
Wow.
history of cheese. So it's pretty fun and exciting.
That's cool.
I wrote another poetry book, another code book. Yeah. I got a promotion at work. That's pretty awesome.
So you're like a manager?
No.
No.
A lead kind of.
Okay, so you're like
Yeah.
almost there, but not.
Almost there exactly what people was expecting, but they don't think I'm too much of a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much of a stick in the mud.
Exactly. I still get to go out with them, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
What else is new? I do art for albums now, like for singers.
Oh, yeah, really?
I do album covers now, so
That's
cool.
cool.
I've done a few of those so far since we've been gone. What else?
Mac, I ain't playing with you right now, dude.
She's talking to her dog.
Easy.
She's not talking to any ghosts in the room. They're there, right there, right there. I see them all.
All those ghosts right there.
All those ghosts.
No, it's just Mac, he's bored now, and now he wants attention, and we're not giving it to him. So now he's going to try to throw baseball at me. And it's like,
That sounds peaceful.
it.
That sounds
Well,
very
he
peaceful.
nudges it over with his snoot and just wants me to try to get it.
What else is new? I did some more artwork. What else is new? That's basically it. Yeah. Recap, I wrote some books, did some artwork. Yeah, that's basically it.
That's cool.
Yeah, not so much.
Nothing much.
Not much.
I only wrote some books and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I only do art for fucking singers, but it's not much.
That's just every day.
Yeah,
You know.
it's every day.
Exactly. That's normal stuff. It's fun though. Really cool. I get paid for it too, so it's better.
That's even better.
Exactly.
That's
Right. Someday I could quit my day job and just do that.
that'd be nice.
Right, I could be like on an island or I could be like in the mountains, just do some artwork, pay for my stay.
Yeah.
That's a dream right there. If I could just do art wherever I want to do art in the world.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
that would be kind of cool though.
Nobody has to yell at me. Nobody can
mean, I'm sure the customer base is gonna have its problems too.
Oh yeah, of course.
But, like,
that's with everything.
You're your own boss, so it's nice.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna go complain to the manager. Bitch, I am. Okay?
I am
I'm
the
the manager, I'm the CEO, and the owner.
Exactly.
Get out!
Right. This is my store. That's the cool thing about it. Like, one time people can say, hey, just do whatever you want to do. Like, some of them been telling me, like, oh, I want this and that. But when they tell me just draw whatever I want to draw, that's when I'm the most happiest. Because I can create whatever I want to create.
Okay.
And be like, hey, here you go.
Just based off of, like, the album, like, maybe the band, or, like,
the songs
that they have.
Exactly, some of their lyrics. Like, this one guy had me draw a Black Panther because he likes Panthers, and all his music is centered like around like animals and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
I like it. It's fun. It's easy too, so that's the best part.
That's super neat.
It is.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have to show you some after this.
Yeah.
What else?
Anything new at home?
Oh, my brother had a son.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Congratulations.
Yeah, he's a couple of weeks old. He's a little cutie.
Oh, he's brand.
Yeah, he still smells new too. Still has the new smell, the new car smell.
It's like a new car smell. There's new baby smell.
Exactly. Yeah. Like when you walk in the house, you can smell the baby. And how strong the baby smell is. He's a little cutie. His name is Arlo. That's the name. Yes.
Arlo.
Yeah, there's like the little dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? That's it for me.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You dyed your hair? I can tell.
I did. It's purple now.
It's purple.
I have purple hair now, so I guess that's one update.
One update, just one.
So a lot of shit's been happening on my end, just based off of everything. I guess I should start from the real beginning. My uncle died. He died in March. What, babe? My uncle died back in March. He was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer in February or late January or something. It was very quick. He was only on hospice for about 2 days before he passed because.
Wow.
Yeah, because.
Wow.
He was a paraplegic, so he couldn't like feel anything. So if he had any symptoms of the cancer, they went unfelt for probably years.
Exactly.
And so they diagnosed him. I feel like it's like late January, February, kind of something like that. And they diagnosed him with like stage 4 lung cancer, but it was also like it spread everywhere in his body. And he was already kind of doing not so great health wise. So he was set to get chemo in March, and his first day, the morning of, he goes to the hospital because he can't breathe. And they find out that they can't do chemo on him anymore because the cancer spread to the point where he had a lump kind of like in here, and it got so big within 2 weeks that it was slowly suffocating him, or I would say quickly kind of suffocating him.
Yeah, pretty much yeah.
And so at that point, they're like, you can't really do anything. It's growing too fast. It's just, your health is not there, and just shit like that. And basically, he went on hospice, he went home, went on hospice for 2 days, and then passed. So there's that part. And then, more happier things happened. Like, I had my baby shower in April.
Yes.
And then I had baby shower in April. I went on medical leave on May 1st.
Okay.
And then I had a baby on May 20th. So she's almost 3 months old now, and her name is Emma. Emma.
That's a cute name.
And I don't know if you want to hear the story about that. I'm not sure if you're interested.
Say what you want to say. This is a safe space.
This is a safe space.
Nobody can hurt you here.
Right?
Show me on the phone where you got hurt.
Right. No, it's just like the birth itself was very fast compared to the first.
Is that a good thing for you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like she came 9 days early.
Oh, okay, good. So they're not like that's not too early, is it?
No.
That seems like a
No,
pretty
it was
good.
just surprising for me.
Oh, okay.
Because the last one came almost a week late.
A week late. Okay.
So my son was born almost a week late because basically I just had to be induced because he just didn't want to come out again.
Yeah.
And then
Or say
this
it's
time
cocoon.
it was different because basically that one day that I had to have that like non-stress test or whatever, we were supposed to film that day,
Yeah,
but I ended up like, okay, so I had an appointment. It was my 38-week appointment. And I'm like, okay, it's just basic bitch appointment. It's gonna be 20 minutes. I'll be done. Nope. So I get in there, and the fucking dude, the doctor. What are you doing? Okay, that's baseball. I was like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
He's playing with his balls.
Like, he's like moving around hella weird. Anyway, so, 38 week, and I go in to have just a regular checkup, and he's doing like they call it a Doppler, where they catch the baby's heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they do that every time you come in. And he couldn't quite find her heartbeat. Like, he was reading it, and it was saying 200 beats per minute, which is not good. So he was like, you know what, I'm gonna pull out the ultrasound machine to get a better reading. So he pulls out this ultrasound machine,
Stressing you out while he
right,
does it.
a little bit, but then he like looks at it and notices that her heart rate is a little low. It's like 100 beats per minute, which isn't like
It's not terrible, but it's not great.
It's not great. It's just lower than average. It's supposed to be like between 110 and 160 for the fetus.
Yeah.
What do you need? So, I go in there and he's like, yeah, it looks like it's like 100 beats per minute. Like slightly low, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And he's like, it might not be anything, and it probably isn't, but I want to send you to labor and delivery just in case to have you monitor. And at first he was like, oh, it's probably going to be like a 20-minute, 30-minute, like, NST.
Yeah.
And then he was like, a few minutes later, they were like, well, it actually might be like longer than that. We really don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't fucking know? Like,
It's your job. It's your job to know these
damn
things.
it. So,
I'm here to walk in, to walk out.
right?
Your
And
job is
so
to make sure everything's good.
he also ended up checking my cervix just to see if I was like
Belly.
dilated or
Yeah.
effaced or anything like that. And I was basically 1.5 centimeters dilated already and like 30% effaced.
Say, hey, Corona, sponsor us.
Sponsor me.
Right.
I can drink now.
Right. Wouldn't that be awesome if they did sponsor them?
Right?
Like,
They probably
I just
pay
can't wait till
really
there's a
good,
brand
too.
that actually wants to sponsor us that we love. Like if it's Apple or somebody, like something that we really desperately love, and they sponsor. Hey, here's a big crate of this. That'd be amazing. Looking for a bottle
Fuck,
opener?
yes.
Do you have a hammer?
I had 2 bottle openers here.
You just have one thing. Look, you have one right here.
Yeah, I know. I had 2 over there too. And they're gone. This one, I don't know what the heck happened. Who did that? Why they did it? But it's all tangled up here and not this stupid short. Anyway, whatever. We're struggling. Send the police. Send help. Neither of us can do this. You know what? This part's staying in the podcast.
Right. Corona, sponsor us. We know how to open it.
Corona, help!
Okay. He's gonna get home and he goes, what are you guys trying to do? Trying to open a warm beer?
We're just trying to open a beer. We can't do it because I lost 2 of my. I don't even know where they're at. Where are they? I had a little green one and I used it all the time.
There you
Oh, you did?
go.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Corona,
Okay. Fuck.
sponsor us right
Gross. Please, even send us a bottle opener. Yeah.
now. Yes, a bar, even a bar opener.
Yeah, a nice one. One of those
A fancy
nice
one though,
ones.
not a cheap one.
Oh my gosh. But anyway.
Anyways, so.
As I go on, here we go. So
we go.
basically, so they send me into the labor and delivery, and I'm like there by myself. I'm not expecting all of this to happen, you know. Obviously.
That would be scary to be myself.
And so I tell my husband like, hey, what's up? This is like happening. It may or may not happen today. We don't know, because he was saying that like if the baby's like if they monitor this and the baby don't do well, then they have to be induced that day.
Of course, yeah.
And so I was like, oh. And basically, I had this 2-hour-long, like, NST done, and they found, like, nothing wrong.
Okay.
So they sent me home, everything's fine. I was kind of having contractions in the middle of it, but I was fine. And so, cool, everything's kosher for the next, like, 5 days. 4 days?
Okay.
Actually, technically 4 days. And then, on the 19th, which is 4 days later, I wake up at like 3:30 in the morning, and I
You
woke
go
up.
with blood, right?
No,
No.
heartburn
Oh,
and
heartburn.
contractions. And contractions weren't bad. They were just there, and I noticed them, and I was like,
What's the contraction feel like? Does it feel like you fart or like?
Does it feel like gas? Not quite.
Oh, man.
So the really early contractions, the ones that are pretty mild and don't hurt so much, they kind of just feel like what they call bad period cramps, and it's just like lower belly pain, sometimes lower back pain, stuff like that, and it kind of comes and goes. So it's like it'll be there for like a solid minute, and then it'll go away for a few minutes, and then it'll come back, and then it'll go away, and it does that for like a long time, and then those are contractions. So I was having those types of contractions in the morning. I had a follow-up appointment that morning, and then they checked me, and I was 1.5 centimeters dilated, but I was 80% fixed. So I knew those contractions were doing shit, but they weren't really putting me into like active labor, you know?
Yeah.
And so the ladies there were like, hey, you know, one of the things that could stall labor is like dehydration and like lack of rest and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, fine. So I go home, I have some water, I take a nap. Yeah. Why did I do that? I don't know. But
that's
anyway,
just swallow drink.
just
so fair, so elegant.
so elegant. Anyway, so I do that, and then in the afternoon, the contractions kind of like lessened up a bit.
Okay.
They were like not so bad, not as frequent, not anything. So I was like going about my day, and then my husband comes home at like 5 o'clock from work, and then they start kicking back up again, and they get worse, and then and I'm sitting on that couch over there, and at about 6:30, he's like, "Hey, are you timing those?" Because he's like noticing, and if he notices, then obviously I'm making some noise over there.
Exactly.
And so
he's over here probably on the computer.
yeah, he's on the computer, and I'm over there, and I'm like writhing every few minutes in pain because it's getting bad. And then he's like, "You should be timing those," and I was like, "Yeah, I probably should." So I started timing them about 6:30, timed them for about 3 hours.
3 hours.
And all they did was consistently get worse and more close together. And fucking at one point, my husband looks at me and goes, "Hey, I just want to just make a suggestion," because he's trying not to piss me off, and I get it. I don't know why he was
smart man.
Like, I don't know why at this point he thought I would be, but I don't know. Anyway, so it's like, just a suggestion. Maybe we should eat before he goes too late, and maybe we might, because they won't let you eat if you go in, and you know. And I was like, fair. And so he orders Taco Bell. And I had a Crunchwrap Supreme, and I swear to God, I could only eat it in between contractions. So like every few minutes.
It was hurting that bad.
Yes, every few minutes I'm like eating a Crunchwrap, and then all of a sudden I have to stop.
Talk about sponsors.
And it's just pain.
Yeah.
And at this point, the pain feels more like your pelvis is being crushed. Like for a solid minute straight. Just all around the whole pelvis. The whole fucking thing. And it feels like it's being like stomped on and broken and crushed for like a solid minute, and then it stops. And then you're good. You're like, fuck yeah, I got a Crunchwrap Supreme, let's fucking go. And you start eating again. And like fucking 5 minutes later, you're like in pain. You're like, and so like
take a bite, pain. Take a bite, pain.
Right. It took me like a good half hour just to eat a fucking Crunchwrap. Anyway, so that's how bad it was getting. And about 9:30, I was like, I don't know, but maybe I should call the hospital. So I called the hospital because it was starting to get to the point where I cannot talk through them or walk through them.
Because you're in that much pain? So you probably had to carry you to the car then?
Well, no, because I got up off the couch at one point just to kind of experiment, and I had a couple of contractions while standing up, and all it did was add to the pain down there because gravity, and it was just like pressure and pain, and I'm like, okay, I need to call someone. And so I called the hospital just to see, like, maybe I should come in. They're like, yeah, we should probably look at you. And I was like, sure. And so my main fear, that was why I stayed here so long before going, was I didn't want to be sent home again.
Exactly. That's a lot of people's pain.
And even though I'm 2 minutes away, like literally, like.
Is that a good hospital over there though?
It's Kaiser. It's been there for a little while. It's newish, but not hella new.
I went to Kaiser in Lathrop and like how they dealt with me.
Yeah, I hear. I thought we knew
brother deals with Kaiser and he likes them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
you
I
never
like
have problems
Kaiser
with
too. I don't have problems with Kaiser usually. But anyway, so it felt terrible. Anyway, so I end up going to the hospital. I get my mom over here. I hear the dog scratch. I go into this hospital. It's actually weirdly busy for 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. I don't know why it was so busy in that emergency room.
What day of the week was it?
Monday?
And that's weird then. Because usually they're very busy on the weekends, you know.
Yeah,
Saturday,
it was like a
Sunday,
Monday.
That's
Yeah.
even stranger.
It was like 10:30 at night, Monday, and that fucking emergency room was full.
Nobody wanted to go to work.
And I was like, what the hell? Anyway, eventually, they get me up there, and, you know, they do their monitoring and shit, and they they checked me, and at that point, I was 5 centimeters dilated.
Oh.
And so I'm getting there. We're getting there. I'm halfway there. But the contractions were getting worse, you know, obviously, so they obviously knew I'm probably going to need pain meds. So I kind of ordered the epidural, but, like, it doesn't get there right away because epidural guys got other people to deal with.
Yeah.
And so
did you order advance for you to have it ready? Okay.
just know if that's what you want, because if you want an epidural and it's getting to the point where you won't be able to get one,
order ahead of time.
the person's not going to be able to get to you in time. It is what it is.
Okay. You should have more than one person do it.
Yeah, especially if it's a busy night for them and shit like that. But anyway, so I ordered this epidural. They get me to the hospital room in which I'm going to give birth, so that. And so I get in there, and now Alex is with me. And, like, the lady's like, okay, I'm going to get you a dose of fentanyl to, like, hold me over before I get my epidural, because it is pretty bad at this point. And I'm going to give you, like, a little dose of fentanyl. I was like, yeah, okay, love that. I love it.
We love drugs here.
We love drugs. But I mean, the street stuff, obviously, don't do that.
yeah, don't do that, no.
But,
if
like, when it's given to you in the hospital, safe dose.
Yes,
it
it's
does.
moderate.
Yeah. So, I was in there, and when the lady left, I had another contraction, and I decided to stand up, because for some reason my brain thought, maybe it'll feel better if I'm standing.
Some people do, like, those little weird little leg crunches.
Yeah, they'll, like, bounce around. Sometimes that helps, but I didn't really have that in there at the time, so I just like was standing there and I held onto the bed and I was having another contraction, and it got worse because when I was standing it was like the more pain was in my
like
back.
Shoving.
It was like back labor too, so it was like the back and then the front and then the below, like the whole fucking thing. It just felt bad. And so I'm sitting there and I'm moaning in pain, and like for some reason I like moan kind of seductively, and he's like, oh yeah, and he immediately apologized after he said that. He's like, I'm so sorry, I just had to do that. Yes.
I love you. He does the things that I would probably do to my wife when she was giving birth.
I'm like, dude, that's not the time.
You have to make light of the situation, or we go crazy. I get that completely. That's how I am too. I don't make a joke. Then it's gonna bottle up and then I'm gonna explode or something.
But anyway, so I eventually got my fentanyl. It feels, if you want to know what it feels like you're kind of drunk.
Kind of drunk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
so
you're
like
kind of drunk. Yeah.
I never experienced being drunk. I tried.
It's like there's a, and they also say like, you know, you might feel nauseous, and I felt a little nauseous, but usually drugs like that don't fuck with me. Like spins when I'm drunk don't make me sick for some reason. Okay. Like I think it's fun. Other people are like, oh, it makes me so sick, and I'm like, how? Why? I don't know. It just seems like it's fun to me.
I try to get drunk. I think it would be too much. It would cost so much money to get drunk, but I don't also drink that much to get drunk.
I usually don't either. Like I've been drinking a lot more the past couple days.
Coronas, sponsors.
Coronas are good. I like Coronas, but yeah, I don't usually drink a whole lot. I'm more of a smoker.
Okay, that I do.
But yeah, and then so I get this epidural eventually. After like what, midnight?
How long does it last for?
It lasts as long as they, I think, have to. So they put the needle in your spine. You're hooked up to the medicine.
Oh, really?
So they let it drip into.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a drip system. Okay.
Yes, and so they have to leave the whole thing in your back and shit. Just, and it's weird, but it works. So it lasts as long as however much they give you or whatever, I guess. But about midnight, I get my epidural, and then the doctor comes in. She's like, well, would you like us to break your water? And I was like, you know what? Can I take a nap first? And so she's like, well, yeah. And I was like, okay. So
you pay for this hotel. You pay for the room anyway, so take that little nap. You deserve it.
I ended up taking a nap, a very short nap, because let's see. So I probably clocked out around midnight-ish, maybe 12:15, because at one point they had to flip me because they had me on my side to help with the back labor.
Okay.
And they also have this peanut ball, and since I'm numb from the waist down, I cannot turn myself. So I noticed that when they first administered it and they put me on my side, the medicine was only going towards one side.
Okay.
And so they had to flip me over, get it all, and then that's when I fell asleep because I was numb and I was good. And then about 1:25 in the morning, so like maybe an hour-ish later, hour and a half maybe, a nurse walks in aggressively, and I was like, that's weird because it's like 1 a.m. chill. You know,
exactly.
She
It's not
walks
that
in
serious, buddy.
rather aggressively, and I was like, that's weird. And then, you know, she comes to the monitor. She doesn't even speak to me, which is weird.
That
and
would
then
make
a
me
second
like,
nurse,
I'm right here, talk to me.
right? Second nurse comes in. Third nurse comes in. Fourth nurse comes in. And I'm like, yo, okay, what's up? Like, this is getting weird, guys.
Why the party?
Hey, hang on. Y'all are in here, and then by that time, my husband notices, and he starts putting on his shoes and shit because he knows something's about to happen. And so, they check me because they saw some sort of weird thing on the monitor, which is why they came in. They thought there was like a concern, but apparently I think what happened was she kind of dropped down into the birth canal a little bit more, and they kind of saw something weird on the monitors. So they checked me again. I was fully dilated at that point and like ready.
Yeah.
And they were like, you didn't feel any pressure? It's like, no, I'm numb.
Exactly.
I can't feel shit. This is wonderful.
The
Like,
drugs are,
this is
the
great.
drugs are doing
They're
their job.
Exactly what they are supposed to do.
Exactly.
Okay?
A lot of people experience all the pain even if they have all the shots.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad that shit works for me.
There you go.
I'm
Probably
happy.
just small.
And so, eventually, you know, they come in and they actually break my water at that point because I'm already fully dilated. Might as well go. And so, I pushed her out in 3 pushes within just a few minutes of everybody coming in to the time she was out. It was probably like 10 minutes maybe.
That's amazing.
It was 3 pushes. It was wild because I couldn't feel anything. So as I'm pushing, I'm like, am I even doing this right?
You're like, how do you push when
Like
you
I'm
can't
doing
feel
it based off of like muscle memory.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And
So if it was your first kid, that would have been scary probably for you.
yeah, because the first kid, it was hard because I had the epidural, but what was hard was it was like I would start pushing and it was like the epidural got me fucked up where I was pushing and then I would lose momentum in the middle of it, and so it would fuck it all up. And
it was like a bike prevention, right?
yeah, it was weird. And so eventually what helped with that was a mirror. They had a big mirror
to see what, if you did it right.
Yeah, a whole body mirror basically. And they were like, here, fucking look at this. And it actually did help, you know, help me push him out just to see what I was doing. But the second time, I kind of did it off of muscle memory, and it worked. I just didn't realize I was actually doing something because
how numb you were.
Because I was numb, so I was like, is anything even coming out? I couldn't feel it. Can't even feel it coming out. So it's like weird. But my husband's like cheering me on, like, yeah, you're almost there. The doctor's like, yeah, you're almost there. And I'm like, are we sure? Like,
where's the balloons at?
Are we sure?
Are we sure?
Because I didn't have a mirror that time, so I was like, I don't know. And then she was out, and I was like, already? Yep, here you go. And I was like, there's a baby here. And so, yeah.
How you doing?
She was born at 1:34 in the morning.
Nice, okay.
And so.
I like that 134.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it was just wild. I was not expecting her to be that quick because basically I was at the hospital at 10:30 and gave birth 3 hours later.
Exactly, yeah.
That's
cool.
I feel like kind of fast.
Yeah, no.
You know, I'm sure other women have like just went there and they popped out a baby like right there.
Well,
good for you.
Screw them.
Yeah, how dare you be better than me at this biological process.
Right.
He texted me. So my husband is at the drugstore, or was. Basically, he went with my dad, and my dad usually picks up my sister-in-law from work, and she works at McDonald's somewhere. Well, actually, kind of over by where my parents live, and because she lives over there. And they have to pick her up from work because she doesn't like have a car or anything, but it is what it is. And so my dad was trying to get my mom to do it, but my mom wasn't answering the phone, and so they ended up going there, and she gets off at 1, so they were there for like 30 minutes or something. Just kind of like waiting there, and I was like, But anyway.
Anyways, do you like their tea? I used to love their tea, but I don't like their tea anymore.
I don't really drink.
Tea?
I do, but I don't. Like, I have a lot of tea to like brew and stuff. I do like hot teas and stuff.
Oh, okay, but you don't like a canned tea.
But a canned tea, like sometimes, I guess it depends on the tea. Like black tea is good sometimes, but I like it sweet.
Okay.
I like sweet teas.
I like sun tea.
Ooh,
when we put the tea on sun,
yeah.
especially on hot summer days like that, and put it in the house.
My husband's done that a couple of
That's the best way to do it. But no, McDonald's tea used to be a lot better, just not as good as it used to be. It tastes less sweet.
Yeah. But yeah.
But anyways, back to the kid.
Yeah, so she's born.
That's awesome.
Brought her home after the 24 hours basically, and
Cool, okay.
now she's here. She does good.
Does she sleep good through the night?
Dude, actually, yeah. For the most part, she does sleep through the night, but it makes it harder for the daytime because some days she does not want to take a nap, and then I'm stuck holding her for like kind of hours.
Does she cry when you lay her down? Like
Sometimes it's more like if she's in a happy enough mood, she'll chill and she'll be okay. But then like if she's not in a happy mood, or if she needs to be changed, or like if she's kind of hungry, then she's gonna get kind of pissed. She's like, I need food.
She has a personality of this. Yeah.
Yes.
What type of music does she like? Like, do you like play any sort of music to relax her or anything like that?
I was playing a random TikTok sound to her, like next to her the other day, and she was like looking at it, and I was like, maybe this is something I played too much while I was pregnant or something, like, because it's like a trend TikTok sound or something. But anyway, I don't necessarily always play music for her, and when it comes to stuff like that, it's not like she kind of reacts to it like that, so I guess when she gets a little older, I think she'll react to the music.
That makes sense. And they say that you're supposed to vacuum when there's nappings like that. So like you used to noises. Do you believe that, or do you not believe that?
I believe it. Like, I guess to an extent, sure. But like, I think it's cool to like have it kind of quiet, but also like make some noise. Not too much noise, but some noise.
So she get used to some noise.
She gets used to
some people are like that where they want to play the noise, and some people are like, no, we have to have it completely quiet. And so like there's both different sides.
Yeah. And I think it depends. Oh, there's that fucking bottle opener right there. The Harley Quinn one. He fucking hung up right there. Anyway, whatever. It's there. I found it. Anyway, yeah. But she's cool. Like, she kind of sleeps through the night for the most part.
Is she doing better than he did at that age?
Honestly, I feel like he kind of did a little bit better with, like, he kind of had a regular routine. It was like every couple of hours, especially in the newborn phase, they have to eat every couple of hours. But when they're at this point, like, they eat kind of less often, but they eat more. So when he was a baby, like, it was kind of easy in the newborn stage because it was like you feed him, you change him, you burp him, and he's back to sleeping.
Okay, that's good.
And so he was always like a nap kid. And then, like, even when he got a little older, he at least took, when he was like maybe a year old or so, maybe he took 2 naps a day. I eventually got rid of the second nap because it was interfering with the nighttime thing. So he was only taking 1 nap a day, and then eventually I kind of knocked off the naps when he was about 3-ish because that was fucking up his nighttime routine. He would not go to sleep. But now, most nights, he doesn't like to go to sleep anyway. So
vampire baby.
Maybe he's like his dad because his dad's kind of
nocturnal.
Yeah, he's actually really nocturnal. So that's probably about it. I think that's all that's new with me, other than that. And then I had a baby, and then I'm still out of work. I kind of reorganized a little bit of my house a little bit because that used to be my pantry, and now it's not. And I converted the pantry, or I converted the hall closet into a pantry. And so it was like a weird domino effect of shit going on in like my house because I'm getting rid of one thing and replacing it with another and storing shit. And basically, it's kind of nice because I'm getting shit done, but it's not expected to be like that much of a domino effect for me. And I was like, wow, this is a lot more work than I expected, but it's okay. And then work, and then there was something else I think. I started streaming on Twitch
Oh, there you go.
a few days ago.
Drop your Twitch below.
Twitch is Sushi Bug. It's with 2 I's and 2 G's, not like my usual user. Because like I couldn't do the regular one, my
So
regular spelling. Yes, it was already taken. I was like,
But
bitch,
that thief.
bitch,
Give it back to her.
how dare you? So
We'll give you
it's
$5.
Sushi Bug with 2 I's and 2 G's. I'll probably put it somewhere on the screen. But anyway, I started streaming on Twitch. But right now I've been playing a lot of Hades 2, and that's a fun game to play. But I'll probably play other games at some point. I'm just kind of getting used to the streaming and
You like
kind
it
of.
though?
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I mean, I only get like 2 viewers a stream, but I mean,
Hey,
hey,
that's 2 more than I get. I get nothing because I don't have one.
yeah, I mean, most of the time I'm probably just talking to myself, but I like to. It's like entertaining.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I like it.
That's fine.
Other than that, that's pretty much new with me, I think.
What do you have? What type of advice do you have for the moms out there, or the dads, or anybody that has kids?
In general,
Yeah.
advice.
Don't drop the baby.
That's a good advice.
That's good.
For
They don't
the-
bounce.
For the moms, I think something they don't tell you about when you give birth, after you give birth, before you give birth, is like they have a lot of. It's probably TMI. A lot of women have this hard time about thinking about the first poop after birth. It
Yeah.
sounds terrifying, I know, especially if you tore and
Yeah.
sounds bad. Anyway, cool. So the doctors are probably going to offer you a laxative.
Just to get out of the
Or
way.
no, not a laxative, a stool softener. They're gonna offer you a stool softener. Take it.
Take it.
Take it. It helps. It's so much better. Because let me tell you what, probably 2 days later you're really gonna have to go at one point, but it's gonna be the easiest. It's gonna be the easiest go you're ever gonna have. And you know what? For the moms, take the stool softener. Because it
Take
will
it.
help. It won't be as terrifying or anything. And then, for the dads, I guess, I just see a lot of TikToks where baby daddies are just toxic and stupid, and don't be like that, okay? The woman's giving birth, and I know to you there's no pain on your part, but there's a lot of pain on her part. And my husband's really good at like taking care of me and shit. So I just see a lot of people on the internet deal with shit dudes.
Don't be one of those guys.
Shit dudes that are like, oh, it's not that bad. Don't say that. Because that shit's gonna end in divorce, I promise you. I promise you, it will end in divorce
Don't
or
be
a
stupid.
separation. You guys will not last. Sorry, not sorry, but someone's gotta say it. If the dude is not sympathetic towards his wife's pain, especially during birth, that shit don't last. So, just be nice. Don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow, show it to your homeless friends, show it to anybody that you know.
The homeless and the
And
non-homeless.
Corona, sponsor us.
Corona.
Alright.
Do it.